30-something year sentence.
Okay.
So a lot of people thought, and it's arguable, that he should have stepped down.
Okay.
Okay. But the rule of Cosa Nostra is you're a boss until the day you die, the day you step down, or the day every single captain votes you out. That's not going to happen because when you become boss, the first one you make a captain is your son. Then you make your brother-in-law the underboss, and your cousins are captains. So you're going to surround yourself with loyal blood, people that are never going to turn on you. Okay. Then the politics, you make other captains in other powerhouse areas to keep them all happy.
Correct.
So when he went away, he doesn't nominate, he names Vic Orena, who was a good fellow for only about 3 years, to become the acting boss.
Wow.
Now, there could be a calamity of errors. I remember Greg saying that he's too weak to be a boss. And he proved that by listening to others put things in his ear. Like Vic Orena, now that he's acting boss, only has to answer to one person, and that's Junior Persico. But John Gotti came along and said, you should take this whole family over. We'll back you. Joe Scarpa, who eventually becomes the underboss, grew up like best friends with John Gotti. They were real tight. So they had a little motive of their own. If they would have won the war, Joe Scarpa becomes boss. Now they have 2 votes on the commission. That's the ego in that trade. Just want to run the world. Okay.
Yeah.
Forget the rules that evened everybody out.
Correct.
So now what happens is Vic has the consigliere, Jimmy Angelina, go poll all the captains. And he says, convince them to come over to our side. They considered Greg the elder statesman in the family, even though he wasn't an official captain at the time.
Yeah.
They went to go to him. And I was at that meeting. I watched Jimmy ask
me,
which side will you take? Yeah. If Victory, and I was, let me explain.
Yeah.
They sent somebody to the house. Greg was sick. He just got back from the hospital.
Yeah.
And the guy that came said he'd like to see you. So I drove Greg to the club that Jimmy had. I walked in. I told the fella Chips, I said, let Jimmy know that Greg is outside. Yeah. So he says, bring him in. I said, I don't think he wants to come in. He's not feeling real well. Yeah. So Jimmy comes walking out. I walk out with him. I'm about to walk away. I have no right sitting there with Greg and the consigliere.
Yeah.
Greg says, hey, Jim, you don't mind if Larry stays. He was always sharp like that. He was going to make sure there was a witness to everything that happened.
Correct.
So I stood there, leaned on the car. I didn't but I heard what was going on. Yeah. And he asked him, if Vic wants to take this thing officially, will you back him? So Greg stayed back and he played the middle. He says, nah, I'm lucky to be alive. And he had wound up with the AIDS and all those operations. So he says, I'm just going to stay neutral. Wherever the chips fall, I'll fall right in line. Yeah. So he's saying he's nothing to do. He doesn't care.
So he pulled a Switzerland. Got it. He's like, I'm Switzerland. I'm neutral. Wherever's in power.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as soon as we got in the car and started driving, I asked Greg why he didn't declare himself, because now I know him well. This is a lot of years into the life, so we can always jump back and forth. And he says, well, Larry, if I would have said yes, I'll take Vic